Okay, on this particular sample, we're totally going in a different direction. We have exception divide by 0, 3. And right up here we have a method, but we're going to come back to that. Let's scroll down here to the main routine, and we have a try, and we have the catch. And right here, we're going to call a method called reverse contents, and I'm going to pass it my name. And then I'm going to call it a second time with nothing. And I think it makes sense to say, or we can presume, that if you don't pass something to the reverse content method, it's going to send back an exception saying, hey, you need to provide something. And we'll handle the exception here. So let's go up to the reverse contents method. And you notice we take a string in and we return a string out. And we set its initial whip value to an empty string. And look what we do here. We say if the incoming value has a length of 0, we throw a new runtime exception. And if you remember, runtime exception in the hierarchy is under exception. You must supply a value. So once we throw, our code stops. We leave this method and we come down here, and our exception, remember generic handling that we just did in the sample before this, is the exception object, and we handle it by giving the message. Alright, let's try running this. We get a clean compile, we pass it Brian Candido, and we get the reverse of that. And then we call it a second time with an empty string, and notice we get an error message saying you must supply a value to reverse. Let's go up here, and again we come into the reverse contents, we check to see if something is provided, passed in, and if nothing was passed in or empty string, we give a message, our code stops, and we're out of here. If we do pass in something that does have a length, this does not happen, and we continue down. Alright.